So far, I'm not seeing anything happening. A whole lot of nothing. Still connecting, I guess. Hi, Karen. Degraded. Kick degraded me. I feel very degraded. Twitter degraded me. Let's try this live here on Brocephalophagus here. How am I looking now? Okay. Still not hearing myself. Why am I not hearing myself? We are trying to connect one more time. Let's see how it goes. Oh, now I hear myself. Streaming platforms. Is that connected? Why? Oh, this time we're connected, and it doesn't say we're scaled down. I think I figured. I'm still going really slow and choppy, though. GPU, and I don't think this isn't supposed to be 4K anymore. Oh, goody. What is this? I think I'm on the wrong one. It should say 2K. Oh, here we go. Here's the live one. Really slow and choppy, though. Oh, good. Look, we're good. Oh, my goodness. This isn't supposed to be 4K anymore. Oh, goody. What is it? All right. I think we got it. 2K's away. 2K's away. Bombs away. Everybody gay. Speaking of bombs, since you probably won't be able to see that last video, and now it's working just fine. Will this one work too? Oh, look at that. No, that broadcast has ended. So the one I was trying to do, I had it on the wrong setting for the GPU. Okay. Well, then let's just do this all over again, shall we? No? Okay, fine. We will, though. Anyway, you've been outvoted. Ay. Gamer bro, I think we're going to have to just have you hold on for a second there, big guy. Because we have some stuff we had to show. Let's get this window capture up here. But the fuck, wrong one. Not that one. Bromane. Bromane like lo mein, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So let's have a little bit of conversation on, since it's blowing up everywhere. And we will do this one more time. We've done this once before. Oh, you know what? I gotta turn off this because it's making noise, B-boys. We don't want to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and, at least... No, I'm still gonna hear it, though. Hold on, I just gotta shut it off. We'll come back to it. There we go. Okay, let's go back. Now, this was all set up all nice and fancy, but then, you know, everything broke. So let's just start with what I've seen. And, you know.
Mr. Netanyahu has long wanted to fight Iran because that way he can stay in office forever and ever. I mean, he's been there most of the last 20 years. But I think we should be trying to diffuse it. And I hope President Trump will do that.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
I hope anybody there will do that. We got to stop. We got to convince our friends in the Middle East that we'll stand with them and try to protect them. But choosing undeclared wars in which the primary victims are civilians who are not politically involved one way or the other, just want to live decent lives, is not a very good solution. Do I think that we have to try to stop?
Do you have anything to say about this, Brocephalophagus? Only that's him saying this. And how did that work out? And he has what looks like a birthday cake flavored tie.
Iran from having a nuclear weapon? I do. I tried at that, and we had some success.
Iran does not have nuclear weapons, and they were of the people fighting right now. The only one who signed the non-proliferation agreement, and they did decades ago, was Iran. You know, who would fault them for having these when you have a psychotic, hostile country like Israel, who bombs everyone? Yeah, I know I slipped out of voice. Who bombs everybody and threatens to bomb and kill everybody and commits terrorist attacks ever since its inception and prior to it on its road to illegitimate terrorist state. massacre after massacre after massacre and threat after threat after threat when they state publicly and openly and frequently how they're going to murder your your countrymen, you would think that they would want these types of things for defensive measures. But funny enough, Iraq didn't have them. It wasn't even an issue in Libya. They just decided to mow it over because of dinar and all kinds of other nonsense. So Iran doesn't have them either. So let's just bomb all their nuclear plants and cause a bunch of dirty bombs, which basically means like what they did with Fukushima, a self-feeding, constantly, forever and ever spewing out tons and tons of radioactive trash that's going to float around because radiation does not require an interface. So it can waft over here. It can start destroying people's lives, and then they'll say it's a flu, it's the virus, it's COVID. You know, they've been already starting that up. They've already been setting up that narrative. So when these fogs of death come our way and people start dying because of that, start turning inside out like a Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror episode, then they'll blame the new virus that doesn't exist because none of them do, and none of them can cause illness even if they did. It's certainly never a poisoning, but we'll just leave that alone because we're on tube. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yes. But we don't have to have all this outright constant killing of civilians who can't defend themselves.
This is the same guy who blew up Bosnia.
They just want a chance to live. Mr.
This is the same guy who slaughtered people in Bosnia and went after who. Yeah, a guy who wasn't he was a leader of a sovereign country. That wasn't a very nice thing for him to do, was it? But he's gonna act like he's the voice of reason now. But hey, then this is happening. What the? And the stupid thing that this person wrote, fuck around and find out Donald J. Trump might have just delivered the final blow on Iranian nuclear facilities. Why did there need to be his first blow? Whose business is it of ours what they do for their nuclear power? And who is America to police the rest of the world on what they're allowed to have to defend themselves? Now, a psychotic, rabid, parasitic, demonic, human and child sacrificing cult, on the other hand, shouldn't have any, and they have I'm sure they have the majority, in fact, between America, Russia, and them. And I don't think China is even as close as people think it is. And Israel, being the wonderful people that they are, worked on their nuclear program with the Red China. So how about that? What a sick, depraved, and disgusting thing for people to think that this is a good thing, that they're causing nuclear contamination, radioactive fallout from these strikes that will kill millions upon millions of people, ruining generation after generation with deformities and cancers, and especially the deformities. Now, these are all good things. This is not a genocidal act at all, Trump. But hey, as I've been saying, that Ballbusters guy is right every once in a while. Prosyphilophagus will agree. This is one of those things where it shows you America's intentions, or those who run America, the bank, the same bank that runs Europe. I mean, I'm not just talking about the Bank of England, because you have Austria, you have France, you have the Federal Reserve here, all these Rothschild agencies, all this cult of Saturn cult of banking and human sacrifice that has been eating away at us and had us locked in intrigue ever since our inception here in this country, with 2 bank charters, 1 defeated, War of 1812, that just spilled over into the Civil War when they finally got us, and not long after planted their Federal Reserve. And that was it. It was it after the Civil War. America has been doing the bidding because America is the bank now. The America that we were sold and told about growing up died in the 1860s. Finally died in the 1860s. It was struggling for a while. There was a revival under Andrew Jackson, and then it was crushed 30 years later. So when America can't look like the aggressor every single time, Israel the rabid dog, it's not so much that Israel's dragging us into wars. These are all things that America wants to do. And when I say that, it's the banks, because it's their will, not the people of America, those who operate it. They don't have to be the politicians on the TV who act for you and sell you ideas so that you go along with them. That's not the power. The power is in the financing, the corporate structure, the media who manipulates the minds of the masses, and the education. Who runs all of that? Oy fucking vey. This is not a good thing, and this raging American is a retard. He's a raging moron. They're excited about the death of others because it's somewhere else and they don't have any connection to human suffering. These people didn't deserve this. They're probably more civil of a first world country than we have been. And they haven't had the onslaught of immigration from the hand of the Oi either, eroding away at them. No nation should have nuclear weapons, only nuclear power. Right, and that's what they had. That's what they had. There was no confirmation whatsoever, but the lies are told by the victor. This is sickening. Every time there's a nationalist country who takes care of their own people and keeps out of other people's affairs, and this country hadn't been at war for like 250 years, and the only time they did is when Iran and Iraq was stoked by America in the first place. Israel caused this, but Israel is just, like they said, the cat's paw. Who do you think the fucking cat is? America. Now, we could say, people like, nobody messes around with Israel because they're afraid of what America will do to come to their assistance. But that's the whole game, you see. It's America's will, or those who control America. It's the same people who reside and populate Israel. Those are the same cult. They call themselves an ethnicity of banking affiliated Judaic and Catholic. It's all the Abrahamic cults. There's turncoats in Iran allowing this to happen. They want regime change because they have infiltrators. Everything's been infiltrated. It's all intrigue and espionage. What do you think happened here with all the British loyalists? Well, Britain wasn't British. Not after William of Orange's deal with the Oy Veys and the Bank of England was created. It's the same parasite growing. It's growing and spreading. And we have to start seeing this for what it is. We have to start seeing this, what we're looking at right here. This isn't the good guys. Okay? These people were minding their own business, and now they have multiple nuclear power plants that are likely spewing out all kinds of radiation that'll murder these people in the cradle of civilization. Well, actually, this was Persia. Cradle of civilization would have been probably Iraq, right? Actually, you could even argue that to be Turkey because of Cappadocia and Karshemish and the rivers. But the whole fucking place, really. And Iran, at one time, just like parts of Libya, just like Sumer, as we discussed in the Edda, just like Egypt, the Indus Valley, even Troy, were all Gothic Aryan. And that bloodline and that seed is still in these people. But the demon parasite wants to eradicate all Gothic Germanic people from this planet. We call them European now. But that's what they are, and that's what we are, and that's who they're after. We should not be happy about this.
ما چه گناهی کردیم تن بدنمون باید بلرزه به گازای شهران رو زدن.
So this is a straight up Trump move because America's staying out of it, right? The whole time he's saying that they're the third party, he's also threatening them and telling them that they better do this and they better do that and they better do the other thing. Who the hell? Who are we again? Oh, right, the demon. Pretending to be the good guy for the people who live here. Something needs to change here, and the people have to do it. Otherwise, we're going to be the casualties for these fucking people. And I'm not saying there will be anything's going to come across the ocean, but smaller things might happen here. I hope they keep it localized to, well, we don't, so I don't know why they would, honestly. Those were innocent people most of the time in all these instances, all throughout history. Libya for sure. Germany for sure, when they were murdering millions and starving to death post-war too. The terror bombing, they were attacking innocent civilian targets the whole fucking war. And who was doing that the majority? Britain? Oh, look, Bank of England. America? Oh, look, Federal Reserve. Same fucking oives. Manipulating the minds of the people to get them crazed for some kind of noble war that only furthers the interest of the banking death cult. I know this is not the right show for this. I'm supposed to be doing this on Ballbusters, but now you got a taste of what I do over there. And that's that. For those of you on Twitter, you'll understand. So here's this thing. It says, watch before deleting. Israel is bombing itself and does not document these events for its citizens. Well, obviously, if you're bombing yourself, you're not going to tell them because you're murdering people there. But look at where it launched from. And look at where it's going. That doesn't look like too great of a distance, does it? Now, who's to say they're not going to just annihilate Gaza in a big storm of bombs and then blame Iran? And say it was somebody else so that, they can deflect the guilt and blame. And they don't feel guilt, but the blame. Or who's to say that the infiltrators and the turncoats, the traitors in Iran, won't send missiles over there? And of course, the Iron Dome that time won't work because it hasn't any other time, conveniently, because they want to see collateral damage here. They want to see maximum damage because this is going to be the burnt offering. And I've been telling you this. This is what the Zionists, and this proves my point about the Illyrian Kabbalists and the Sabbatean Frankists to Jacob Frank to the Frankists. The plan has always been to make Israel full of Jews so that they can create a burnt offering like the one that they pretended they had in the World War II that the Germans didn't do. But they're going to create a real one themselves because through their Kabbalistic beliefs, there has to be this event to catapult them into this eschatological nonsense that brings us back to the time before the vessels broke, which is very creepy because that means what they're trying to say is the time before Adam. Well, Adam, when you understand the Edda, means the time before the Gothic, Aryan, or European people cross paths with these people. So the only way they could go before the time before these people is if they annihilate all of the Europeans, because that's the only way. They're not going to forget, and they're not going to rewind the clock. So the only way they can actually do that is if they wipe us all out. And that's one of the prerequisites for this reset of theirs in the Kabbalistic mindset. They're going to do this themselves, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of casualties in Israel, because the more they get harmed and the more they harm themselves and blame other people, the greater the outcry from the stupid sheep of the world, and the greater the outcry, and the bigger the excuse is that they'll make when they just go on a free-for-all tirade and maybe even press that little Samson option button. Maybe we'll be able to live Terminator 2 rather than just watch the movie. You know, we've got fucking, Starlink, Skynet, Neuralink, freaking, what else? AI, which is misquoted for what it does all the time. And Palantir. Here we come to save the day. Yeah, for the OEV. There it is. And as you've seen the videos of people rushing to the airport, because, the first thing you want to do is get up in the air when people are bombing you. I don't think that doesn't seem like a wise choice, but, who am I? And I did play this the last time, but, it didn't seem to work the first time, so let me just show you. This takes a couple seconds for me to get started. It kind of just stares at you first.
George, can you tell us more about this monument?
This is the Mayhem synagogue in downtown Tehran. It's more than 100 years old and it's still active. Let me say that again. The Mayhem synagogue in downtown Tehran. The largest community of Jewish people in this entire part of the world is here in Iran. They have members in the parliament, members in the government, they have honored, treasured. There's not even a guard on this synagogue, and there doesn't need to be, because the Iranian people honor, value, cherish the Jewish community that lives here and has lived here since ancient times. Jewish people, at least, will know of the house of Esther and Mordechai in the Iranian town of Hamadan, which is a place of pilgrimage for Jews.
Yeah, the whole Esther and Mordecai thing, that's devastatingly bad, because that's a whole story of betrayal by a king because he liked Esther's booty and he was pee-whipped, so he let innocent people he betrayed them. Haman wanted to take out the subversive people who were plotting something that they actually got it to do because it worked in their favor, that they were able to do it openly rather than do it secretively and, like, with espionage, attack the nations or the Goy or the Gentiles. They instead were able to do a free-for-all, and King Ahasuerus let it happen. He strung up Haman, 10 of his sons, and then they went on like a 75,000 person killed crazy rampage, led by Mordecai, the guy who was the leader of the Jews that were going to be killing people anyway. All because Esther had a sweet booty, apparently. She was the no. I don't even want to call her Sarah Silverman because she's kind of disgusting. But anyway.
Over the world. You didn't know any of this, did you? Because they don't want you to know about any of this. Iran is a priceless mosaic of many faiths, many peoples, many cultures, and
including ours, actually.
Great and ancient history. It's also a country of 90 million people, and it's well able.
And they all drive motorcycles, apparently.
To handle its own security. So those who dream of making war on Iran should not do so. And nobody who watches this, at least, should support it.
There you go. You watched it, so you shouldn't support it. Now, for some levity, and we'll get back into it.
Breaking news, it turns out that the people carpet bombing the innocent are actually the good guys. Just kidding, that would be retarded. Let's go live to Steinberg.
So you're saying they have weapons of mass destruction again?
Exactly. It's the same excuse we've used since the towers fell. Not much has changed.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get PTSD from hurting the innocent, then we die for the chosen people. Yeah. Let's go, we shouldn't be here.
This non-chosen sand person lost his home and family just hours ago. But Israeli military officials say this is God's plan and questioning it is antiseptic.
Please stop!
I hear they're building a new restaurant in Tel Aviv. The chef prepares an amazing foreskin salad.
This is where I will cook my foreskins. Imported directly from the adrenochrome factory.
I've never tried the foreskin salad.
Sounds satanic.
Right. Probably part of their Talmudic beliefs.
Right?
Shapiro Stein.
I miss 2001, back when we all blamed the same people. Today, everybody notices. This is why we do false flags. We go live to the dancing Israelis.
These people really know how to dance, but the real dancers are on the roof.
We're following these guys up to the top floor, no clue what's going on, but they're moving fast. Yo, check this out.
Whoops.
We are God's chosen people.
Breaking news out of Times Square. Officials say they found a Muslim passport in the debris.
Oh, it was the Jews. Sir, are you okay? I'm sending my son off to Iran tonight.
You saw it from your apartment?
Yeah, right over there. They were just dancing. It didn't look right.
Wow. We better go fund that.
Right? It feels good to personally fund the most grotesque acts of violence. Back to you, Dennis.
Anyways, follow my boy, Jake GTV.
There you go. Now you know who does those. And I think we are good for now on that front. Agreed? Agreed. Okay, let's go. I think we have our settings dialed in now. I think we got this rolling, right? Let me just go ahead and, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This looks like the one that's running now. Is it running, though? It's not playing for me. This is the one that's... Okay, are people able to watch this? Because I'm not seeing anything happening here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay. It took seconds, many seconds for it to get going. Fair enough. I think it's working now. The playback won't work for like an hour after the fact, though, or a couple hours, just because it's a way it processes. Well, there we have it. That's a synopsis that should have been on Ballbusters, but I'm here doing this, testing this this thing out, so that's what we did. Now, if I may, real quick, and then I got to get back to work. Hold on 1 second. Pop up. Open. There it goes. You should be able to see it. So you can see I've improved some of these things. And if I was able to talk like this the whole time, I would. But it gets really tiring. We've seen that before. Let's see if this still works. Bruceophalupagus is back, though. Nope. So, funny story. We did this already once, and I'm not sure if that one's going to actually play, so that's why we did it all over again. I think I had the wrong codec thingy going on, so... She's doing flippity dips. She's like one of those flipping chihuahuas. Flippy the flipping chihuahua. I wish I had an icon for that. Oh, shit. I gotta get a Flippy the flipping chihuahua now. See what you did to me. Alright, let's make a character real quick, and then we'll... Who do you want to mess with today? I don't have really good luck with Fang, but... Everybody, Fang Chung tonight. Make him bald? For 50K? I've got 10 million, so I think we can do alright. Want to make him, let's see. That looks kind of cool. That's not good, but it's locked anyway. Who cares? You don't look like him. Now he looks like Tyson or some shit. Let's go with Baldy. All right. Let's go with... You're gonna go Red Eye? Or this weird one? That one doesn't look all that. It's purple. Oi! That's crazy. Wow, that's pretty intense. I don't think we need facial hair. Let's see what it looks like a mustache, though. No. 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 There we go. Eyebrow color? Really? Why would we do that? No. And we don't need eye makeup. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that looks awful. That looks weird. No thanks. What's that look like? Okay. Do you like that? Or that? Let's go with that. Let's not make it weird. There we go. Everybody needs a tan. It's summertime, guys. And if you guys are kids out there, go outside. You know what I'm saying? It's summertime. Don't waste all the day inside playing video games. I know you're watching video games. It's late, though. We're not in the middle of the day. Pretty much the same for everybody. And a bunch of locked ones. Guess Santa Claus, though. I'm prone to go with... Oops. Okay. I'm just gotta get pantalones. You already had those shoes. You gotta buy the shoes for every person? That's stupid. Those ones are terrible. Come on. Seriously. Look how dumb these look. They put them over the top. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Why you tuck your pants inside your belt? Why would you do this? It's like the worst sneakers. I'm down with it. Let's just go with that. Now we gotta get some accessories. What kind of weapon does he want? I mean, you probably look cool with that one, but we already did that. Oh, you got a sword? Fuck. I mean, yeah. The shotgun you can actually use. I haven't figured out how to... I haven't seen the crossbow get used yet, but we do have one dude with a crossbow. Let's go with it. I don't know if I'll be able to use that now, because it's on the side. Oh, you can't change it. Alright, that's where it goes then. We get a shotgun as well. Let's see. Oh, that's one or the other? Oh, because I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, hold on. They don't have a strap around it. That's stupid. Let's give him a sword and a gun. Just in case one of them doesn't work. There we go. I'd say he's pretty accessorized. All right. Let's do one for Jin. We'll be done. That's cool. I like that. Let's go back to the blue. That looks cool. All right. Do we have to look like a village person? Nope. Yeah, no, I don't know how I did that. Yeah, I think we'll leave that. What's that look like? Nope. It messes his hair up. Alright, let's skip that. No glasses. Entire body ones are kind of dumb. They're kind of standard. Let's see what it looks like this. Oh, I gotta pay for it though. Hold on. It'd be cool if you could change the color from blue. It looks too much like a character from Street Fighter that way. Hey, look, he's freaking Freddy Krueger. Now he's a lumberjack. He's okay. He works all night. He sleeps all day. There's Dexter. There's not really a lot of good choices here. Let's see what that looks like. Let's throw a couple of these out and try them out. Now he looks kind of like a mother, you know, Misfits dude. Danzig. I could roll with that. They kind of look like those, I think. What's the difference? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on, I gotta see. No. No. Oops. Hold on. Niente. That's alright. Yeah, I think we're good. What's he gonna have, though? Get a little bunny ears. No, let's not do that. That's locked. Oh, it's sold. Yeah, no. That's stupid. So all the cool stuff, well, that's not all the cool stuff, but some of the cool stuff is... What is that? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. No, I don't want that. Let's try something else. What's that? I can't even tell what that is. Well, it's kind of the same damn thing, but alright, whatever. We'll take it. Oh, it's not gonna let you mess with it. Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, shoot it though. Alright, let's go test these biotches out. King is a son of a bitch. I can't use him, but other people can. I don't remember who we just modified. Alright, let's go with it. Roman Coliseum.
Get ready for the
Or
next
some
battle.
Coliseum. He was in gymnastics. Just did an aerial.
Round one. Fight.
That's not gonna be good. Why is his specialties on? He's a freaking. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ.
Round two. Fight.
This isn't good. Oh, that I did that? I thought it was him. Looks so weird. Why am I...
Round three.
See how they get dirtier as they fight? Oh. Yeah, that didn't do much for me. Get back at you. So in the description, you will see SEMPERFRYLLC.com. Support the show that way. Get some hot sauce. That'd be cool. That's what I do for a living. And we'll be doing that all day tomorrow. I did it for 11 hours yesterday. Did it when I got up this morning. I went out and did some more, and I got a little bit more left to do. And I got like 3 orders I have to finish too, on top of the wholesale order. But I love it, so send me more. Wrong. I used to use this guy all the time in like Tekken 3, but not so much anymore. So we did this guy, right? Let's try. It's kind of lame. I know it's kind of plain, but whatever. He looks nothing like Jin. I'm very proud of myself getting this thing all green screened out so there's no background, and yeah, he looks cool. Brociphalopagus will have a voice someday. Just every time I have like real things to say, and it's like I don't want to say it in a silly voice.
Get ready for the next battle.
Well said.
Round 1. Fight.
My dancing off. Oh yeah, 'cause I can't run. That's right. Because my guy sucks. Oh, unanswered 3 in a row. Uh-oh. This is gonna be good. I'm already dead. Nice. At least you got to see it.
Round 2. Fight.
These tiles are very weak. Oh. There goes a shadow there. And fuck this up. God. Body. Oh, come on. I don't use Jin very often. I'm not trying to say that. Is that how you do an evade? Is that how it comes? Uh-oh. There's my neck. Hey!
Round 4. Fight.
Oh, I was about to use it. You should have let it happen. It was gonna look cool. One more to the head for you.
Fight. Yep.
I'm surprised there's tiles left to hit after all this. Ugh. Come on. How did he move out of there? Lame. How cheap. Yeah. You know, talking to me like that isn't gonna help. Nice embroidery. I'm gonna pick on you now. It's not a race thing, swear to God. No, let's fight this guy again. Battle Ruler. Well, that's pretty high up in the ranks. Let's fight Dragon. And I will be Raven this time. I can't remember who else we modified last time. Oh yeah, he's the one with the crossbow. Okay, let's see if we can get him to use it. Hey guys, this is how all of Earth is going to look soon. Scorched, even though we're on like a, I don't know, an asteroid or meteor or something.
Witness the results of my training.
Okay. Oh look! No way! No way! What? This is freaking awesome. You gotta be kidding me. How cool is this? We fought freaking Harley Quinn last time. What? He never started. Ooh. Freaking little bitch. We suck, both of us. Every time I try to do that move, it won't.
Round 2. Fight.
Dude, this is so cool though. Come on. That outfit is amazing. That Dragunov of all people? The Russian? How did I not get it? Ran right into a punch. Do something. Do something. That was pretty cool. I swear he just went to grab first. Did I just do a little footsie hop? Come on. Ugh. Stupid low kick.
Round 3. Fight.
I mean, it's not quite exact because it's skull makeup that he's wearing, but still. Pretty close. How did I lose that? Ugh.
Round 4. Fight.
Hold on. That doesn't help anybody. Really? Unanswered? Come on.
Final round. Fight.
You better do something completely different than event. Because you suck. Sorry, Joker.
The White Angel of Death has been eliminated. Farewell.
White Angel of Death has been eliminated. Sounds kind of racist on your part there, Raven. I'm saying that in joking, obviously. Let's beat on Minotaur's Day. Zio. Let's fight Brian. This guy usually kicks my ass. I mean, I usually use him and kick ass with. That's what I was trying to articulate. Didn't really come out the way I meant. I've never used a chick before. I don't have a special thing. What is this? Yeah, we'll go with that. Same cat every time, right? Yeah. He just dropped a cat. It's rude. What the heck? She's not really a cat lover. She's a herself lover. She just wanted freaking selfies or something. You know how that goes.
Get ready for the next battle.
So the cat's name's Salt, and that was exactly what his name was saying. It was like sugar, like salt. Oh, that's cool. I think. Kinda. If you're
Fight.
I fully expect to lose this. I've never used this before. Oh my god, I just knocked out its whole energy bar.
Round 2. Fight.
2 in a row. Don't piss her off. Ooh. That wasn't good. How did he not go down from
Round 3. Fight.
Ooh. Dude's got a raven just like around him. He's got a crow. Didn't evade. I forget about myself.
Round 4. Fight.
Uh-oh.
Ne le dis pas, mon frère, s'il te plaît.
Oh, it's this person. Okay. Just sitting around. Okay, we're gonna fight her because she throws her head at you, and I think it's really weird. So, she tries to give you a head. You know that was coming. Haha. Try to give you a head. You knew that was coming. I'm done now. Wait a minute. That's even funnier. Quality children's programming here. Let's go to the garden.
Get ready for the next battle.
I suck with this Claudio person here.
Non c'è spazio per I dilettanti.
See, she's a robot.
Round 1.
She is a robot. Let me repeat. Jose, you're French or you're Italian.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, yeah, keep grabbing. What are you trying to do that? What did you say? That wasn't wrestling. See? She has razor blade, chainsaw arms. Oof. Me and my fancy pants.
Round 3. Fight.
Ugh. Chainsaw! Oh my god, what the hell? This is not good for me.
Round 4. Fight.
Messed up my fancy pants, lady. She's insane. Okay. Okay! We get it! Yeah, you're a crazy bitch. We understand. When you do those things, it helps if you face the opponent.
Il bagliore di Sirio purifica tutto.
Arrivederci. Nice. I watch it, she still kicks my ass. Oh, no. No. God. Thank God.
Final round. Fight. Cosa osserva?
Where's your chainsaws? Crazy. Oh, she has claws now. Even better. Oh! There they are.
You win. Forse ho esagerato.
You say something about, boy, I could really use a gelato. Isn't that way you eat gelato? I told you it's being a minorities day, even though I'm not trying to. They're just there. That doesn't sound any better. Zafina is sort of like I would imagine like Heidi from the Edda, the British Edda, the sorceress chick with all kinds of demons. Let's go for it. She's got a demon like Evil Dead hand too. kind of sounded like freaking Niche. That's hilarious. From Cosmic Salon.
Get ready for the next battle.
Totally coincidental.
Your fate is already decided.
Then why are we even here? He's gonna blow up the building too. See that? It's like if I lose. If you attack me, I'm gonna use the Samson option on you. The whole world. Keep talking.
That's all.
Just hit tit tit. Yeah, he didn't do anything. Let's talk about tits. Finally, a chick has something in common. Told you she has an evil dead hand.
Round 2. Fight.
For who though? Left hand too. Are we gonna lose this? No.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, it's not really. We can throw your hand off. What are you doing there? Just cut it off with a chainsaw. Ash could have taught you that. Gotta be somebody else I can pick on, right? You there. Oops. I don't care. Last one. I'm calling it. Let's go with the devil. And who would be? Let's go back to this guy.
Roy Smith.
Leroy Jenkins.
Do my thing.
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't feel like it. You do what you do. I'll do what I do. Again, this is just conveniently here. Thank God the bombs didn't destroy it. Oh look, it's Netanyahu.
Have no choice.
Can't believe you let me do that.
Round 2. Fight.
we're changing. That was kind of stupid. No, don't.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah. Side step. Clean up a nut fight at the end. Uh-oh. Yeah. Took my soul. It's hard to come back from that. Ouch. Fine.
Round 4. Fight. Have no choice.
Keeps. There you go. You missed. See, you can't do that. Can't be missing. It's a little old.
You win. Accept all, chase none.
That's what I say about my bitches. Okay, so that was it. Ugh, takes forever to go back to the launch. Hey, look, shoes. What is that all about? Just shoes on display. Okay, that must be in a store. More character customization, avatar customization, player customization. All right, I'm not gonna do this right now. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to waste time. Hopefully, we got everything dialed in for the settings. That was kind of all this was for. But then, you know, we started World War III, so I had to talk about it. And I will talk about it more on a Ballbusters episode. So if you are a Brosyphilis, no, not Brosyphilis. That guy didn't know how to keep it in his pants. Brosyphilophagus. If you're watching Brosyphilophagus and you're not aware of Ball, Baalbusters, well, now you are. So go follow that on Rumble and YouTube. All right. There's 4,772 followers on Rumble for Ballbusters. I'm just running around in circles for fun. And hey, let's get my ass kicked by Heihachi before I leave. Yeah, lose one last time. And I will pick. Feng Chung tonight? Alright, we'll do Feng Chung tonight. They need more boards. It gets boring. Well, we haven't been to the beach yet. We've been to Gaza like twice. So this one.
Get ready for
This is
the
Tel
next
Aviv.
battle.
Nice up until a couple days ago, which they did to themselves.
Round 1.
These guys are all
Fight.
weighted up. I know, you just can't find any. This kid makes himself dizzy. You just knocked out Joe Rogan.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, you can stop that. Jesus. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Jesus. Man, I hope that looked cool. Hope it wasn't all grainy. Dude! You're hurting my feelings.
Round 3. Fight.
My feelings, like my bones. Yeah, my organs. Yeah, no, just keep going. Don't let me get in your way. Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Miss. That's perfect. Miss at that moment. Dude, seriously? Oh, that was awful. I thought I was gonna get my ass kicked by Hayashi. Come back when you're ready to fight. Oh. Alright. Well, I will. I'll leave on that down note. Alright, back to work for this jerk. Just go ahead and say Niete. I can't. There it is. And this was fun. I had a good time. Hope everybody enjoyed. I know there's nobody watching because it's on Brocephalopicus' channel, and nobody's gonna like it on the way out either. But it's okay. I didn't expect anything because recovering. Twitter broke down. Kick broke down. Oh my god. So YouTube and Rumble were the only two places. I'm breaking things with my settings. I gotta figure out how to not do that. 1440, 60 frames per second bitrate is what it's supposed to be for 2K. I'm gonna look back at the replay, and if I still see grain, I'm gonna be very upset. Very upset. Like this guy's face right now. He looks very upset. He's got his hands on his hips. He's got the pouty face. I'm going to look at that later. We'll do more of the Instagrams. I had more than I showed tonight. Because we'll do that with Rumble. I mean, with this. Yeah, okay. We'll do that with the Ballbusters channel when I get a chance. There is a Ballbusters Patreon. Everything's in the description. So you just go like this. Just scroll down here. You hit something like that. That'll bring you here. And you have all the stuff you get here, and my house sauce. And if you want to be a member of Dr. Glidden's, you click that. You get this for 50% off his membership, as you're well for all the whole food vitamins for your 90 essential nutrients, and BB5 is the code that you use. Dr. Monzo's books right there, and Daisy's tinctures are right here, and you get discounts through me. Okay. And then all my hot sauces, and just so you know ahead of time, right up on top here, one-stop shop gives you 10% off my hot sauces. I think there's like a $25 cap or something, so you have to spend that much before it initiates. Okay, that's all we have to say today.